Okay, I wanted to talk to you today about qualifying your home for the home program and the steps that you're going to have to do this according to the Act. So if you've lived in St. Kitts for a while or you're thinking about moving to St. Kitts, I would strongly advise you, especially if you're looking at the real estate option for getting citizenship, I would strongly advise you to, if you have the money, to go with the home program. And the home program, to qualify for that, your house for the home program that you're actually purchasing, you're going to end up spending more money because the homes have to qualify for at least appraisal of $400,000 outside the lot, and then if the lot's at least $100,000, you're looking at least $500,000 to $600,000 US dollars. And remember, the limit is $400,000 on a property in the citizenship zone. So the home program, again, can be anywhere. It doesn't have to be in the citizenship zone. But it does have to be titled property, and it does have to qualify under those limits to be appraised. In other words, the lot has to be outside the structure of the house, and the structure of the house has to appraise for at least $400,000 US dollars. All right, now, we just did one, and I'll tell you something, it's pretty complex. You really have to know what's in the Act to get this done. And if you get a house that qualifies for citizenship under the home program, your house, when you resell it yourself, if you're doing it to someone else that wants to get citizenship, it's not automatic. You have to apply for the house again when you resell it. But I'm going to tell you it's worth it because I've checked the cost per square foot on the home program houses that qualify, and the cost per square foot in some cases is a lot cheaper. And they're probably going to be easier to sell because they are cheaper per square foot than properties that are condos in the citizenship developments. Okay, remember, a house that qualifies for to be a home program house, it can be anywhere. Okay, as long as it's title property. So that's the key right there, and it hits those limits that I just gave you earlier. Now, these are the steps that you're going to have to do. You would have to, if you're getting your house ready for the home program, we can actually help you with it if you want, or if you want to do it yourself, these are the steps that you would have to do. And it can be pretty complicated. It's not a simple step. And I'll tell you something, if you think the land surveyors and the appraisals know how to do it, think again. I had to go back and forth with both of them over and over again to get this thing right. And it's not an automatic thing in their normal their work, because what the government's asking for and what they normally do, it's different. Okay, there are additional things that have to be done, and if you don't, it will get rejected. Okay, now you have to have, first of all, a letter that's actually addressed, that's dated, okay, to the CBI Board of Governors in care of the St. Kitts and Nevis Citizenship Investment Unit. Now, right now, there is no separate department for the CBI Board of Governors, so you're going to have to do everything in care of the Citizenship Investment Unit until they get that separate department, okay, which is actually in the Golden Rock area of St. Kitts. Now, you address it to the Board of Governors, and then you have to tell them that you want to apply to be designated as an approved private home in accordance with provision of Sub-Regulation 1 of the statutory rules and orders of number 33 of 2022, St. Christopher Nevis, Citizenship by Investment Regulations, 2022. Now, you need to state that you'd like to sell your house and put the location where your house is located, and you want it to be approved and sold under the private home sale investment option. Now, the proposed sales price of the land, inclusive of the single-family home private dwelling home, is priced at, you have to put whatever price is that that you want to price it for. Now, you ought to have it close to the appraised price. If you have it way above the appraised price, whether they will accept it or not, I don't know. I would be putting either at or close to the appraised price that you had there. Now, I would put that in U.S. dollars and what the EC figure is, EC dollar figure. And then, of course, to get U.S. to EC, you just multiply what the U.S. figure is times 2.7 to get the EC dollar figure. And then just put that you would like the land inclusive of the single-family private home dwelling to be designated as an approved private home. And then you need to put under penalties of perjury that the facts that you've personally given, supplied in the letter are correct to the best of your ability. Okay. You can also do an oath subscription, but you're going to have to get something signed out at the courthouse. I think it's the courthouse where you do that, but we actually use the penalties of perjury. It's a lot easier to do that. Some people don't like to do that because they feel like they're, in a legal bind by stating that. Just tell the truth when you're doing it, okay? And then you need to put the contact details, your post office box if you're getting your mail there, or whatever your mailing address is. And then you need to put your email address and your and the phone numbers to contact you, preferably your cell number and your WhatsApp number. All right, now these are 3 documents that you're going to have that you got to supply to the CBI Board of Governors to include to get this thing through. The first one is a report prepared by an appraiser of real estate approved by the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank containing details about the following. All right, the first one is the estimated market value of the land. The second one is the estimated market value of the home. The third one is the estimated or actual cost of construction of the home. And then you have to have photographs of the land and the home, and then details as to all rooms and areas within the home, and then details as to all features of the home, and then an estimate level of completion of the home. In other words, if it's totally complete, you got to put that in there. Okay, I actually had to get him to put that in there. I bet 5 times I asked the guy to put in there, and he didn't do it. And that's not normally, there are things in here that aren't part of a normal appraisal that's done. So you have to make sure this is put in there or it can get rejected. All right, the second main thing that you're going to have to do is you're going to have to get a report prepared by a licensed land surveyor, verifying the boundaries of the land as stated in the certificate of title or the register of deed. The third main thing that you're going to have to get is a notarized copy of the certificate of title to the land inclusive of the single-family private home in favor of the applicant owner. And then you're going to have to sign it, and then, of course, print your name and then sign it. And that's pretty much it. Once you do that, then, that needs to be turned in. What I would do is get a copy. You keep a copy. You turn in a copy. Get them to initial that they received the documents on your copies that you're keeping. This way, if anything's lost, you've got proof that you turned it in, and then just go from there. If you want to know more on this, again, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and just ask for some help. And I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, put it below. And again, if you want new videos that come out automatically, hit the subscribe button at the right of your screen right here, and you'll get new videos as they come out. And I look forward to talking to you in the next video. Take care.